Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4 in Business English Correspondence. My name is Muhammad Faisal Darmawan as an interviewee, and this beside me is my friend,
I'm Fajar as a recorder.
and this is my friend too.
My name is Rima Puspital Rasati as the interviewer.
And I'm Andiala Revalina Arfi as an editor.
So today our group will discuss about palm tree production to fulfill our task in Business English Correspondence in the final project. So let's begin this video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to my podcast. It's me, your favorite host, Rima Puspita Larasati. And today we have a new guest star.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Faisal Darmawan. Nice to meet you all.
Today we're gonna talk about palm oil procedure and management. And before we gonna start the podcast, the audience would like to hear more about this new guest star. Can you tell us more about yourself, Mr. Faisal?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. So, let me introduce myself again. My name is Muhammad Faisal Darmawan. So, I'm one of these relative of family that run this company, sorry. So, this company is the original founder is my grandpa for 40 years ago, and then got taken over by my father in 20 years ago, and then my father gave it to me, this company, like about 5 years ago. So from now on, my position is CEO of this company, Palm Tree Production. So my experience in this palm tree company is about 2 or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm still kind of new about this experience and this job. So I still have many things to learn.
Alright, that's very inspiring story from you, Faisal. Okay, let's get started to our first question. Okay, the first question is, how many hours does it take care of this palm field? From taking care and then continue to harvest and then processing at the mill.
Okay, so let's talk about the plantation first. So the plantation takes about 1 days or maybe 1 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, to plant as many plant to plant many palm tree. So it takes about 1 until 1 weeks. So about harvesting, it takes usually about 1 until 2 days. It depends in the area. If the area is big enough, it will usually takes about 2 days because it's very large. And about the processing, usually it takes about 1 day because the because the time is money, right? So we will usually fasten our product to process it in the factory.
Alright, so it is a very short process.
Yes.
So, for the next question, what equipment do you use most for harvesting?
Okay, that's a great question. So the first we will use the so we first we will discuss about the safety first. Okay, so usually the employees usually wear safety boot to ensure that they not get stabbed or maybe um, to avoid any harmless or any injury. And then we usually offer glove as a protection. And then when it comes to the harvesting or maybe plantation, we usually use sickles, mini sickles. And then we have modification sickles to cut off the leaf of the palm tree. And then when it comes to harvesting, we usually have a large sickle modification cutting the palm leaf and then harvesting the palm fruit. Oh, and that's all.
Okay. Speaking of the equipment, does the equipment is expensive or cheap?
I will say it's kind of expensive because we want to guarantee that our employees have many efficient time to improve the profit in the productivity of the palm tree. So we usually buy the expensive one, but even though it's kind of pricey, we also maintain the tools to make it highly efficient. So even though it is pricey, it's still kind of worth it. And then I will say it's not about the expensive of the buying the tools. It's about the management. So usually the management is the most expensive rather than buying the tools, because if you're buying the tools, you just take care of the first one. You just usually buy it and then it depends on you. So the management is kind of expensive because you have to have right tools to manage it. If you have wrong tools, it can also ruin your tools and then make the product kind of not efficient, so it will affect the profit.
All right. Aside from the equipment, I want to know more about your trees.
Yes.
How often do you fertilize your trees?
Okay, so we are talking about fertilizer. So usually palm tree does not need many fertilize. So when it comes to fertilizing the palm tree, we usually takes about 4 until 5 fertilizer. It depends on the tree. So sometimes there are tree are doesn't need much fertilize, but sometimes there are tree that we are new planting, and then it takes kind of a lot of fertilize. So it depends on the tree, but usually it takes about 4 until 5 times a year.
Mm, so you don't need to fertilize your trees every day?
Yeah, about that, no, because if you give it fertilizer every day, it will affect their productivity.
All right. My next question, what happens if it rains too much or there is a drought?
Yes. Okay, can you repeat it again?
What happens if it rains too much on the palm trees?
Okay, actually, it's kind of interesting question. So when it comes to like rainy season, or maybe sometime we have flood or accident. So when it's a rainy season, usually palm tree doesn't absorb too much water. So the water, it will get stick around the palm tree in the nearby. So even though we have our own water irrigation to waste the water to other place, it's still the palm tree cannot absorb too much water. So it takes about 3 until 4 days, if I'm not mistaken, but it depends also in the area. It depends in the area. So it takes about 3 until 4 days to to palm tree to absorb the water. So it will affect about in the production of the palm tree, and it will become harden the employees to access the road to the palm tree production.
Mm, all right. So this palm trees production is not very suitable for rainy weather, right? Yes.
Yes.
So you have to keep it dry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I see. Uh, do you use fire to clear land? Why or why not?
Okay, so I would like to explain a little bit about our company. So usually, if we want to clear our land to make another land to plant the palm tree, we usually takes care with excavator or maybe truck or maybe give the employees to cut down the forest. So we usually takes it with the tools, with the sharp tools or maybe excavator, but we don't usually use fire to clear our land, because the first one, it will get spread to the other forest, so it will become our new problems. And then the second one is we want to avoid what is it pollution. So because fire give many pollution to the our earth, so we will kind of avoid that. So yes, I think we don't usually use fire unless if that is necessary.
Okay, so your company is very environmental friendly, right?
Yes.
Because you don't use fire to clear a
Yep,
land.
that's right.
Alright, that's very good. Okay, my next question is, uh, do you plant other crops beside palm trees? Is there any another crops?
To be honest, my company is rarely planting another crops beside palm tree, because our main product and profit is only palm tree. So we don't have any other crops, maybe a little bit, but not too much. So in this company, we dominated about the palm tree production rather than any other crops. So in terms of to answering that, could say no. So we don't rarely plant another crops.
Oh, alright, I see. Uh, have you heard of RSPO or ESPO? Is your company certified?
Okay, so in terms of certified company or legal right, so my grandpa, when run this business for the first time, it takes about 1 until 2 years to run this company and to get about the legalized certified uh, labels. So I can assure you that our company have certified and legals claim or labels. So our company is trusted with the government and the local people in this area.
Okay, speaking of certification, how long does it take for you to make your own company certified?
Okay, so before I answer that question, I would like to back to the history. So when I was a kid, I kind of remember that I asked about to my grandpa about the certified company legal certified and another things in the company. So my grandpa said that in terms of certified, to make it certified, it takes about 2 until 3 months, because back then there is no such thing like government and certified. So you have to take a trip. You can say a trip like maybe 4 until 5 hours to take care of this certified legal rights. So I would like to say in this nowadays, maybe if in terms of taking care of these certified and legal rights and other things, it takes usually maybe 1 until 2 months.
Mm.
But if the management and but if the management in the government or the another legal company is maybe not good, or maybe uh, they doesn't respond too well, and maybe the management is not good enough, maybe it takes about maybe half a year,
Oh,
if in the bad situation like that.
so it depends on the government.
Yes, and how good they manage to
Mm.
take care of this certified business.
All right, all right. Okay. Aside from the certification, I want to know more about your worker. So, how many workers work on your plantation? Where do most workers come from? Is it from local people or from outside local?
Okay, to answer to that question, so my employees have maybe around 60 until 72 peoples, and the employees have mixed mixed area. So they have local area too, but they have outside from the local area too. So we using criteria from the local. So we search our employees with our own criteria. So even they is are from local citizen or maybe from local people, we still have criteria to fulfill to make our profit still stable. So to
Mm,
ensure our profit is still manageable and we still under our control, we have our own criteria to manage it.
where do most of your workers come from? Is it from local?
So I will say maybe it's blend. So it's have maybe 50-50 like that.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken, we have 31 local people and then maybe around 30 30 from outside these local people.
Okay. So you give all the people a chance to become a worker, right?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, do workers get free housing and food?
Okay. So it is for from not inside these local people, right?
Eh,
So when it comes to these people from that is not from this local village, is we have our own house that we that gives them for free, so they eat, sleep, and then talk with their friends in there. So it ensures that our employees have great quality sleep. So maybe so it in terms of productivity, they have management, sorry. So so it helps the employees to have great quality sleep and to ensure that our company profit is still stable, because sometimes our company, it depends on the employees. So if the profit itself, it's not from us, so it's not the main is not from us, so it depends on the employees too. So if the profit of the employee is lower, so it will affect the our profit. So we have to ensure that their quality in terms of maybe sleep, productivity have to become stable and under our control.
Okay. So that's very kind of you to give them a free housing and
Yes.
food. So, what is the daily wage of the harvester or the worker?
Okay, in terms of daily wage, usually the employees that in the palm tree production, like planting, harvesting, and then processing, usually takes about 200,000 rupiah until 3,000 rupiah every day.
Okay, that's very many of the wage.
Yes.
Yes. So they get rich easily by doing the
Yes.
job.
But
Yes.
it depends on the position they have.
Oh, so it depends on the position and effort, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's very fair. So my next question is: have local people ever complained about your plantation?
So you're talking about the noise, right?
Yes.
So our company, in the term of the palm tree production, so our field is far way back in is it quite it is quite far away from local people. So in terms about noise, maybe we have doesn't too maybe we doesn't have too much noise, if I'm not mistaken. So, and in terms of like maybe in the harvesting season, we easily use electricity like saw, electric saw maybe, and then electric cycle maybe, and excavator, and then any other tools and things. So maybe in the only in harvesting season, maybe we usually make too much noise, but rather than that, we usually doesn't produce or maybe make too much noise.
All right. So that's very considerate of you to make sure everyone is comfortable.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So my next question is, uh, do you help local farmers grow palm oil too? Is there any local farmer involved in this plantation?
So in terms of local people, so I will say like sometimes local people comes to us in so they asking about how we manage our products to make it efficient and maybe share a little bit tips about how to maybe take the time to fertilize the palm tree. So we usually have give them knowledge or education to give them in terms of educating how to make the palm tree production is leveling up or maybe increase. Yes, like that. So we usually invite them to our palm tree production and give them tips in how to improve their palm tree production and their profit.
Hmm. So speaking of local farmer, do you help them to get information about this plantation too?
Yes, because we share our knowledge to them, I think we
Mm,
give them some tips in the palm tree production.
like a workshop or a seminar?
Yes, yes.
Okay, nice. I see. I see. Uh, so aside from local farmer, I want to know more about the production or tools about it. So, my question is, what will make your jobs easier? Better roads, machines, or training?
Okay, I would like to say that in terms of to increase our profit, I would like to say is the roads
Mm.
because palm tree production is our main source. So the road is our one and only our accessible to the palm tree product. So when it comes to rainy season and in East Kalimantan have doesn't have too much consistent rainy or maybe hot season. So when it comes to rainy season, the our access to the palm tree production is quite hard. So the road it's become muddy, murky, or maybe inaccessible. So maybe we have to delay it maybe 1 until 3 days. The worst is 3 days to waiting to the road to become accessible because our road is not from cement. With our road is from maybe natural land. So when it comes to rainy season, the rain is becomes quite inaccessible. So it will affect our profit.
All right, all right. Uh, so, uh, so the better one is to make a better roads
Yes,
for
accessible road.
everyone. Yeah. So, if the roads is more accessible, then everyone is comfortable around the plantation,
Yes,
right?
and the
Okay.
profit will also increase.
Okay. Uh, s- So, my next question is, if you could change one thing about your plantation, what will it be?
Okay, if I would like to change about the plantation in our palm tree production, I'm kind of confused because I have too much answer to that question, but I would like to say maybe in terms of the employees, because our employees have to be trained, so it will become a huge benefit for us if the employees have knowledge in terms of how to planting, how to harvesting or processing, because our main source is palm tree production, so it will give a huge benefit for us if we will have employees that have many experience and knowledge in terms of the management of the palm tree.
Right. So, uh, this is my final question to end this podcast. Do you think palm oil will still be important in the next 10 years?
I would like to say yes, because in the next 10 years, palm tree oil will still be used in many products. For the example, I would like to say in terms of skincare, uh, palm tree oil still be used as one of the component in the materials, and palm tree oil still be used as a cooking product, and then palm tree oil still be used as one of the component in the hair product too. So palm tree oil have many products. So the first one is skincare, the second one is as a cooking oil, the third one is a hair product, the fourth one is one of the component in into baking the cake. So when you use a baking product, or when you want to make a cake, palm oil is one of the component that will be used as main component.
It's
So I would like to say, in terms of the usage of this palm tree oil, I would like to say yes. It will still efficient in until 10 years later.
even in this modern technology.
Yes.
Yes. All right, that's it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching my podcast. I hope you have a great insight about palm oil management and procedure and many more. Thank you to Mr. Faisal
You're
for
welcome.
for attending my podcast. We have a great talk. That's a nice conversation we had. I hope you guys have a great day too. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
I just had to let you know you're